All right, here up at No Reserve, we have our beautiful original one owner 1999 Chevy Suburban half ton. It's a LT, so it's got all the options. It's in the factory Olympic white with tan leather interior. It's got just over 94,000 original miles. Was purchased new at Pierre Chevrolet down in Seattle, one of Washington's oldest Chevrolet dealers. It's cool. It's still got both original plate frames that came with it and the plate inserts. We have all the original books and manuals and brochures, both key fobs, and all that stuff will be in the pictures. This truck has a great looking stance to it. We've got all the service up to date, rear end service, tranny service, oil change, AC done, all that stuff. But this truck just has a great look with the crisp white and black, and then all the chrome package. And it has these 265 Toyo Open Countries that have hardly any tread used up on them, and it just has a nice look to it. So we'll go ahead and start walking you around here. It's this is the last year of this body style, and this just got an iconic look to it, and it's just a killer looking kind of a legendary Heartbeat of America body style. So go ahead and take you around here. No accidents, no paint work. It's got a couple little scratches. It's got this little chip here, but no cracks in any of the chrome. Your little bow tie's got a little bit of aging on it. You will have tiny little stone chips. Bumper and all the plastic moldings are in excellent condition. It's an honest truck. We don't go around and spray paint anything. Don't spray paint the frame, none of that stuff. So you'll see exactly what you're getting. None of these is cracked. Headlights and turn signals are nice and clear. A little bit of aging on them, but still looks really good. It's got the fender flares on there. No clear coat or no paint lifting issues anywhere on this truck. You see there's the VIN number. No cracks or chips in the window. It's got these factory running boards. I think they didn't start making these till the late 90s, but it's kind of hard to find these things. One little thing about this truck is that stands out to me, kind of shows the condition of it, is the chrome on the molding. Usually this is delaminated or kind of gone to a yellow look. All the black moldings, the running boards, none of it has any dressing on it or any type of that detail stuff. This is its true black. You can wash it 15, 20 times. This is exactly it, no fading. So you can see it's been garage truck. Looks like they might have got a little bit close to something on this side of the wheels. Maybe probably a curb, maybe when they first got the wheels or something. But no door hinge issues. Really nice straight body lines. Every door shuts like it should. All the felts are in nice condition, no weather cracking. Mirrors nice and clear. A little bit of fading on the top, but again, you can get these things. That's one thing that's cool. You can get like tail lights and mirrors and all different types of mirrors brand new if you wanted to. A couple little door entry chips in the back, probably the passengers. A little bit just on the edge there. You can see there's the original decal, no overspray paint blown in there or anything like that. You go in here, no tape lines or anything. Just nice shiny original paint. Same there, you don't have any overspray coming in here showing any signs of paint or body work. A little bit of scrape here, a little chip with a ding, a little bit of scrape here. Some of it's been touched up and kind of chipped off over time. As you can see, this was touched up. Maybe this had the same time as the wheels, but there's no body damage besides this little ding. There's no crease or anything like that. And it really isn't too much of an eyesore. There's a little mark, looks maybe they shut the door on something here, but rear glass is nice. Tint all the way around. Tiny little ding, but rear bumper is really nice and straight. The chrome underneath there is really just, you look at these pieces here, usually these things are just faded. They're not originally not made of the best material. They weren't meant to last decades, so a little bit of scuff here. So when you see little stuff like those little lights, to me, when I see them, it really stands out. Both lights, nice condition, minimal fading. Really minimal. Maybe it's just a little bit up here, but it's really nice and smooth to the touch. None of the bezels around the door handles are cracked. If you guys are familiar with this body style, you know that these will crack and come, kind of be loose a little bit sometimes from overuse. But having 94,000 miles, this thing is just a puff. No issues with any moldings. A little something on the paint there, but I'll get that off. Little tiny scratch here. Also, similar one right here, and then a little bigger one right here. I'll show you the size of it. But again, really nice. Got the tint in the back. The top is excellent condition, no flaking or nothing to hide up there. Got the luggage rack, and it's nice and clean and shiny. I mean, the paint is very nice and smooth. You can see the bottom has been really well protected because of the running boards. And man, these running boards, usually I'm not a running board guy, but on Suburban, they're just perfect. Easy to get in and out. A little bit of paint transfer from probably like a garage door or something, a little scuffing on the mirror. Both mirrors have a little bit chipping, as I talked about. Good, nice new Bosch wipers. You know, no loose antenna, nothing like that. Just really crisp body lines. You see this side doesn't have any scuffs on any of the wheels. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and we'll start around the passenger front. All the manuals and brochures and everything, and the second set of keys are back at the shop, but there'll be full pictures of that. Along, we'll do fold down seats and all that stuff, and I'll remove the third row. But you got your original key and key fob. All the writing's on there, still really nice. You pop in here, you know, we got pictures of the original bean decal. Got your cup holders there. This thing's got cup holders galore. You got them there. You also got some in the back. Armrests aren't broken, stay right where they should. Passenger seat is pretty much mint with just a little bit of wear right there. It's got the heated seats, and if you guys are familiar with these trucks, the late 90s, I mean even in the 2000s, I mean the heated seats is amazing on these things. I mean they really warm up quick. Passenger door panel is perfect condition. No plastic piece, no trim piece has ever been off. No door panel has been off to access speakers. Original stereo. Headliner's got no nicks. Non-smoker. It's got the deluxe, you know, sun visors for whatever that's worth. But there's no cracking, no fading on the dash. No ashtrays, never been used. No smells in this thing at all. Both of these doors are in good condition. You know, people abuse these things and they pop down. You got your little mat piece there. It's a good spot for your cell phone. You know, it's got original floor mats front and rear all the way back to the third row seat, which is cool to see something last that long. There's a little bit of discoloration on the entry sides here. You know, I got some underside, but then, you know, carpet's mint condition under there. You know, mats are a little bit worn, a little dark, you know, rightfully so. They're over 20 years old. Got a couple little darkening areas here, being the light tan. But I'm sure if you wanted to get after, you probably could tackle those. But I don't understand. I've had a ton of these trucks, and I don't understand why the tan interior will get a little bit little discolored right there, and almost kind of look like lighter, or you know, like a brighter tannish, almost have an orange tinge to it. Rear seats, of course, are perfect. Now I'll go over this another one, but for people who don't know, you have to take these headrests out, otherwise you will destroy them. And then you basically flip up and fold up the seat, and you know, all these things are nice and tight. Little compartment for your goodies. More cup holders for the rear passengers, but it's cool to see. That's what I was saying. It's got these floor mats, and then this is a two-handed operation. So it's got the floor mat there. I mean, of course, rear seat is mint. Side pieces are nice. You know, again, headliner, no issues. This is the cup holders. If you only want two passengers back here, it looks like they've never been used. Look, cubby. I mean, this thing is extremely clean. I mean, the door panel is just plush condition. You know, not missing anything. I love trucks that just even have the original stereo, and you know, when they come with like the original dealer plate frames, it's just super cool. Clean Carfax with good maintenance. You know, original spare tire cover. These little plastic things come with it, obviously. But you know, rear seat comes out, and then you still have full ride for 5 people. Spare tire coverage, spare's never been used. All the dome lights work. You know, the soft speaker covers, they never had contact with anything. They're nice condition. You know, a little discoloration, you know, around this area. It's getting a little late in the day, so my camera's kind of being weird, but you know, a little stain from something red. But the rear cargo, you know, the rear door plastics are in nice condition, no scuffs on them or anything. And that kind of says a lot about the truck. But gosh, you look at how clean that is. but that just shows that stuff just wasn't thrown in here. I mean, there's no scuffs right here. There's no gouging in the side carpet. There's no gouging in the back seat carpet. You know, there's no marks or anything. So it really kind of shows you the condition of this thing. This thing was taken care of when it had people in it. And it doesn't look like it had people in it too often. You know, everybody was basically looks like they had a set of rules, and it was keep your feet on the mats and don't be smoking or eating in here. But really nice condition. I mean, it's just got that nice tight, smooth leather feel. The plastics are just killer. Again, door panels just in excellent condition. A little bit. This is really common on the GMs. I've had a couple Tahoes that I've listed. Same thing. The Tahoes will actually have some of it along there, but these seatbelts just get kind of a little bit loose. I mean, it retracts, but just slow. So if that's something that bothers you, you might want to throw a new seatbelt on there. But it definitely doesn't bother me. And you know, it's real common for these to get cracks around here. This thing doesn't have that. You know, original floor mat. And of course, the driver's side's a little darker. You know, but carpet's just mint under there. And the entry, you know, I don't know if they spilt something over there a long time ago, but here it doesn't really have the staining as much. Just a little bit of darkening. You know, 94,349 miles. So it'll probably, with some driving, you know, probably have around 94, 360, 370 or something like that. Again, headliners are in nice condition. This is one thing you GM guys will notice. Look how nice and tight that is. You look at all these trucks, this body style, from 88 up, this thing is flapping down, or people just cut them. So that's one thing I look at, you know, after buying these trucks a bunch of times, is you can see just besides a little bit of dirt. But I see stuff like that, and like, you know, the molding and kind of like the wear on the bumpers that this one doesn't have. It's like, those are the stuff that's just kind of like, without normally looking at a vehicle, just kind of expect it. So when you see it doesn't have that, it's pretty amazing. Just really tight and clean underneath here. Like I said, no Armor All spray, no shine dressing, none of that stuff. Just as it's been maintained and owned. We like to have our trucks that way, so you can kind of see how they've been cared for. Not just how they're for sale, but you can see their life. It can kind of tell you the story a little bit by the way they look. You know, a little bit of dirt on the valve covers, but hey, pretty impressive. The hood liner is not sagging down. All the plastic clips are where they are. This is when you go around this Suburban, you can tell this is one that just nobody's ever messed with. It has just a killer stance to it. You know, 4-wheel drive, all the push button 4-wheel drive works, 4-low, and all that stuff I'll go through. So this is gonna be going to no reserve, so good luck. And we'll also do a driving video, and we also get it up on the rack and do a video for that too. So hopefully you guys can stay along for all that stuff. Alright, here we are in a running driving video of our one owner 99 Chevy Suburban. You can see all the lights are really nice and clear. Got the 4-ways going. Got it up to temperature, running smooth. You can see, I mean, behind the license plate bracket, how clean this is. See it just running really nice and smooth. You know, no belt squeal, no exhaust manifold rattles, nothing. Just runs as good as it did new. Looks just awesome with these Toyo Open Countries. It's about 34 degrees now. It's already starting to get cold. It's kind of crazy how fast that happens. So it's a little just cold weather condensation, but there's absolutely no smoking. You know, all of our lights are working, even our license plate lights, 4-way flashers. So, all right. Hopefully, traffic allows us to get up some decent speeds. You know, all the map lights work. Sure why this one all of a sudden isn't working, but I'll update the ad. That one there was working, so you know, all those. This compartment is in good condition. You know, not broken hinges. You know, again, this is all nice and tight. You know, and you guys, 94,000 original miles. It's just incredible condition. AC blows nice and cold, been recharged. You know, rear end's been serviced, oil's been changed. Heater works really nice. I got a CD player. Nice factory stereo. You can see all the buttons, none of them are worn out. No scratches, you know. Got your cup holders, all that stuff. So, you know, of course, all the power windows go down, you know, go up horse all the way, but for these bad boys, I don't want to drive more you guys. So hopefully you can see that's down, you know, that goes down all the way. It's nice they do go down all the way, you know, some SUVs only go down halfway for, it's kind of a little bit of a bummer, annoying. You know, get all your wipers going. Alright, so you can see the e-brake light works. You know, we're not moving. Go ahead and pull it. Then we start rolling, so that works good. Turn the heater off, she's really cranking. I'll take you through the parking lot here because traffic is a little bit bad out there. You know, click into 4 high, 4-wheel drive, light comes on, and you can feel it engage. It'll be a little bit different, but you can see the light there. You can go to auto 4-wheel drive, quick changeover. If you want to go to 4 low, and you want to put it in neutral, come to a complete stop, you'll see that work. And if, you know, you're barely creeping. Again, we'll go back to neutral. And 4 low is the only one that you have to be stopped in neutral or park in. But that's just kind of a standard if you've ever had a 4-wheel drive vehicle. This thing just runs awesome, you know, wipers all working. Keyless entry, key fob, that all works properly. Sorry, I was going to show you that. You know, got the original, both the brochures that come with it, you can see in the pictures. Original dealer plate frames and inserts. But just, you can see going through those potholes there, it's nice and tight. I mean, no rattles. Really nice and smooth. Tires have a nice aggressive look to them, but they're smooth and quiet. You know, Toyo tire makes a really good tire. Vortec 350 with the 4L60E. There's pretty much a bulletproof drivetrain. You know, pretty good fuel economy of these, a lot of power. And that heater works good. Yeah, there's just a ton of people out today. You think with everything that's going on, there just wouldn't be, but I'm not sure what's going on. So we're gonna do some get down the highway here, hopefully do some pretty decent speeds, and then I'll jump off the highway and kind of go through a road that's got more potholes, and you can see how solid it is. You know, there's no front end issues. You can see how original it is into there. You don't have any ball joint clunking, no tie rod play, no toe issues or alignment issues. Yeah, got just about a full tank of gas, great oil pressure. Odometer's working good. You know, 94 350 will probably be 94 351, 352 when we're done on this drive. But you can see going over this road is a nightmare of shape, and it's, man, it's just nice and solid. Tires don't give you a wobble, bounce, pull, anything. Brakes are in phenomenal condition. You know, tires are from 18, so don't have very many miles on them at all, especially since it's a low miler. You know, all the buttons on here work. You know, I gotta turn it on, but you can see them all light up. You see the CD player light on there. Nice dash lights all working. There's some potholes from last winter. Right. Really nice upshifts. The Vortec 350 motors, they have a totally different sound if you've ever had one, or a TBI. They just have a really quick wind up compared to the old throttle body V8s. I mean, they just get up and they just rip. So doing about 60 now. Got the cruise control on, doing good, right on the 62. You can see my feet aren't on there. I'll go ahead and turn it off. Give it a little bit of juice. And you can just see it's as straight as an arrow. Really nice smooth ride. I mean, the paint's in beautiful condition. You can see a nice shine coming. You know, door locks. Doing good. Alright, so we're gonna pull off here. I'll give it a little more gas. It just has a great sound to it. If you do like exhaust, if this was mine, I was going to keep it forever. You know, we already have a Tahoe. I'd put exhaust on it. This thing just has the right look, and these 350s sound amazing with Flowmaster or Boral exhaust. I mean, really, any exhaust, you can't go wrong with an old small block Chevy. As you can see, it just comes to a really nice smooth stop. I mean, there's no pulsating, no, no issues, no rattling. And we're coming up to this road I was talking about. You can see all these patches everywhere, and it's just that nice, loud, solid thunk. Just really nice and smooth. Everything that you really want. I mean, you couldn't have a better riding Suburban or driving Suburban. It's exactly everything you want. And this thing does have heated seats, as you can see on the side, and they work amazing. No issues there. They, if you ever had this era of Chevy, they're kind of like they just get really nice and warm. I mean, they're killer. And this era of Chevy, whether it be a pickup, a Tahoe, or a Suburban, the four-wheel drives, they go really good in the snow. I've had one, I probably, buying and selling these, I've probably had a couple of dozen, but personally own 3. And they're just, always the go-to to go when we got snow. I mean, it just goes phenomenal. I mean, GM's really got it dialed in the traction compartment. But here's a nice, couple tight turns. We've been through a 90 back there. You can just see it has the right rotation of the steering wheel. If it's all worn out, you're going to be going too much. It recovers and wants to bounce back to 0 just like it should. A nice resistance coming through here. And then, wants to pull back. But, if you got a worn out front end or steering box, you're going to be going way over. And then you're going to be just kind of, when you go through tight corners like that, you're going to be kind of fishing it down to go straight. And you can see this just glides back. So again, going on no reserve, incredible Suburban, really hard to find. Pretty much, in my eyes, the best color combo you could get with the bright white and tan leather interior. So good luck, everybody.